Hi everybody. This week I want to talk about bricks. Some people call them hurdles. I call them bricks. Bricks are a part of our life that we have to overcome. And the reason I call them bricks is because if I don't overcome them, then eventually they become a wall. And I build a wall up, and each brick makes that wall get higher and thicker, and eventually there's a huge emotional, mental, and a physical wall around me, and I'm limiting myself to what I can do in life. So I've learned recently that one of the best things I can do is figure out what these bricks are, what this wall is made of, and start tearing them down one by one. So the first brick I want to talk about is forgiveness. Now, this might not be my biggest hurdle in life. It's an emotional hurdle, and it's a mental hurdle. It's not a physical hurdle, but it's a pretty big one. And it can not only be a huge barrier between me and the world, but forgiveness can be a barrier between you and someone in particular. And that might be someone that you need in your life. So this week, one of my dearest friends actually asked me, how were you able to forgive me? You see, this guy wasn't always my dearest friend. Growing up in elementary school and middle school and high school, I wasn't the popular kid. I was definitely not an athletic jock. I didn't play any sports. I wasn't the popular one, but I wasn't hated necessarily by everyone. I kind of kept to myself. I had a teacher's aide, and she guided me through the day, and we actually spent more time together than my parents and I did. But there were a few kids here and there throughout my education that I don't know if they were jealous of me being able to do things in a different way than they did, or if maybe I came across as being the popular kid and I didn't see that. But anyway, so my one and only answer to him in answering him was, I've learned that if I don't forgive, I'm passing up an opportunity to have a friendship with someone who may be my best friend, and I don't know it. We all grow up, and especially after high school. Once you get out of high school, you know that there's nobody really cares anymore who you are specifically. You don't really have a clique that the whole world around you really cares about. You have your group of friends that you've established, and the rest of the world around you goes about their business just like you go about yours. So, in order for me to forgive this person, it was quite easy. One day we had a discussion, and we both realized that we had grown up, we matured, and the things that he held against me were minuscule. I was just trying to fit in with his little group of friends that we had in common, and I guess he was trying to assert his place in our little group, and wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to take that away from him. Now, him and I have become very good friends, and he's actually been able to take some of my advice with his own life, and him and I have actually talked quite a bit. And he sent me someone this week to mentor, and I called the kid, who's a typical 21-year-old and has a lot of life to live, and I'm hoping that I can inspire that kid to live his life as an independent person. But I realized that I wouldn't be able to help this young kid had I not forgiven my friend. See, if I didn't forgive my friend, then we wouldn't be talking. And he wouldn't have thought of me when this younger child needed my inspiration and needed my mentorship. So, forgiveness is crucial. There's still some people in my life that I need to forgive, and one day I hope I can do that. But I think that I've done quite well in my life in making sure that I don't hold grudges against people. And I've had relationships that have gone very bad, and I don't hold anything against them. I forgive them. Each one of my personal relationships, I would say, or would still venture to be my friend, and still look up to me, and they still see me as someone that they never regretted being with. I hope that my forgiveness and the spirit that I have can inspire you guys. Maybe it's a parent that you need to forgive. Maybe it's a friend that you need to forgive. Maybe it's an old ex that you need to forgive. Take a minute and think about, why are you holding that grudge? What is that grudge? How is that helping you? We all make mistakes, and we all grow. But remember, you only have one parent, one mother, one father. We only get one chance at this life, and it's not very long. So think about who you need to forgive, and maybe this week you can reach out to them and say, hey, I've been thinking about you, and I want to talk. And it's easy. It's easy to forgive someone. It's a lot harder to hold that grudge, because you always have that in the back of your mind. But when this friend of mine called me, and we started talking after holding a grudge for so long, the forgiveness was simple. It came so easy. So I encourage you guys to think about that, and I look forward to next week when I have another topic and another brick. So, thanks guys.